In this lesson, we'll be taking a look at how a mood board helps to draw ideas and help guide designers in the creative process. Mood boarding is used to develop concepts as well as to help designers working together to stay focused in achieving a consistent design goal. Depending on the design discipline, it can also be called an inspiration or an idea board. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to create and use a mood board using available online or offline resources as part of your design process. As part of the creative process, a mood board is used as a visual tool to help inform your clients or your team the visual direction you're trying to achieve. It can also be used as part of the pitching process to brief your clients on a visual direction. Using a mood board, you can simplify the design. It funnels the designer's vision and allows the clients to visually map the look and feel of the project. Basically, it is used as a preview of what the final outcome might be. You can explore emotions by using it to see what compels your target audience, whether it connects with them on an emotional level. It can also help to keep projects within the budget. As design is a time-intensive discipline, the mood board helps to jumpstart the process quickly and offer options to your clients or vice versa. At times, clients' feedback is crucial at this stage before proposing something that might not be of interest to them. And finally, it helps to clarify goals and assist with communication, especially when everyone in a team is working on a project. It helps to better understand the common visual direction for the team to work towards. As part of the creative process, a mood board is a good exercise to do before starting the designing phase. It may or may not give you any inspirations, but it might solve certain problems along the way. Plus, it will give you ideas of how your design layout might look like, taking references from anything from fonts, colors, graphics, to even textures. So what exactly is a mood board? Basically, they are collages of images that centers on an idea or a feeling. In the past, a mood board was done with actual pasting of magazine cutouts, photos, and objects. Compiling them is a lot easier now that you can use your computer to paste your materials onto a digital board. The main ingredients of a mood board can consist of examples of websites, color palettes from photos, or sites like Adobe Color, textures, photographs, logos, typeface to graphics. Basically, anything in a visual form will be part of your collection. Once you have compiled your mood board, it can serve as a tool to give you a visual direction. It can also evoke different creative avenues that can lead to your own personal theme or style. Let's take a look at an example of how a mood board helps to shape the design outcome of a project I did not too long ago. Here, we see a design of the Water Festival event. I was actually tasked to propose a new theme for the following year's event, and that will be held at the same location. Looking at the requirements, I know for a fact that the water theme isn't going away and the location is still the same. However, I do have the creative freedom to propose a new style for the water theme. First, I went online to gather some graphics, logos, badges that fits the requirement. I know the event is located at the Marina Bay and it has to somehow reflect that. After which, I've identified what the graphics in my mood board can be used for. Things like the festival theme, it has to carry a certain vibe, and I love the fact that using a ribbon can help to communicate that. On top of the right corner, I thought the concept of a floating island would be an ideal visual background. The water can be represented by cascading waves as seen just below the badge ribbon. That's the effect I wanted to use. Plus other elements I thought can be used as references are the colors, the style, and the representation of the cotton clouds. With all that visual reference, the first draft ended up looking like this. How the idea of a floating island is now represented as the backdrop of the location, using the balloon characters as part of the festival theme and referencing the colors from my mood board, and finally taking the treatment of the cascading waters and applying it here. After a few more iterations based on the client's feedback, the final design was eventually born. Notice how the cotton clouds ended up here and the ribbon wrapped around the huge balloon showcasing the event details. You can now see how the design process works and how ideas from many different sources ended up becoming a new theme. Now, the mood board is not actually used in one design discipline but many other professions within the creative industry. Take for example, an interior designer makes use of a mood board to gather color swatches, materials, and furniture to give the impression of how the style or theme or the home could look like. Graphic designers rely on mood board to capture the emotional language. As designers, first impression counts, and with the help of the mood board, you can show or visually communicate what you're trying to achieve. The mood board can consist of typefaces used in your projects, color palettes, and visual treatments from various sources. UI designers also make use of mood board to make sure their design follows a set of guidelines from typography showing fonts used, textures of the icons or layouts, various design patterns for consistency, and the style of the icons used on the interface. Even if it meant to create a theme for a website, you can now see how various visual references helps to form a unique theme that can end up truly to be your own style.